You know what? I have no idea how frozen these factories are. This is a new experience for me. Wait, that was the one I wanted. Okay. So, Holidays in Frozen Factory is what we're going to be focusing on today. This is a revival original story, so I don't know how this is actually going to play out. It'll actually be pretty short. I did a little bit of rouletting beforehand, which is why I only have 39 red rings. Mock pizza. Oh, well, guess what? We have more than 39 now. However, I am not going to do another pool when I have only 84. No way. There we go. Near the top of a snowy mountain. What's wrong, Sonic? Getting tired already? Ah, you wish. There's no way I'm losing this race. Achoo! Achoo! Ugh, it's too cold up here. You're the most furred one, Tails. How are they going so fast? You're so far ahead now, too. Maybe I'll just take a break. Tails, your body temperature is lower than usual. Please be careful. Hi, Omochao. I'll keep that in mind. Where is your winter coat? Huh? What's going on over there? Hurry up, Orbot. And you get in the Cubot mood. I want to go home already. Stop complaining, Cubot. Calm down, Elfbot. We're almost done delivering these sweet animals their presents. Tweet, tweet. I think that's all of them. Phew. We're finally done with all this coal. Christmas cheer. We can go back now, right? Not yet, Cubot. The boss's list says there are some animals in the forest, too. What are they doing all the way out here? What's with all those gifts? Maybe I should follow them, just in case. While you're at it, let's collect them and see what's inside. The small ones will grant you 1 point each, and the large ones will grant you 10 points each. Good idea, Omochao. Now, let's see what Eggman's up to. We don't have tails. Maybe I should have tails. No, because the Christmas Knights is a power type. We want to go collection style, so... I'll do this, this, and this. Hi, Mythic! So I started to talk about this several times before, that I have to find out what Orbot and Cubot are up to. There were 2 winter events in the original Sonic Runners Revival, but neither of them had stories. Here, Tangle. Here, Christmas Tangle. But they had this aesthetic here. Okay, switch to Blaze. And this music. That's not what I did, but we'll take it. Thanks, Lag. Lag sent me directly. Oh my god. We're on the first round and I already lost a thing. Oh boy. What was I saying? Played this music before. Yeah, I don't really remember anything about those specific ones. I think there was one year, and then there was another one the next year. And then there wasn't a year after that for the game to have anything to follow up. I know that most of the events before that were repeated. Wow, this is the longest Eggman I've ever experienced. Ah! I'm too early. Why was that there? Notably, I was started with Christmas Tangle. There is no Christmas Tangle. in the original. There is Christmas Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, though. They're from the original. I don't have them. I was trying to get one of them. Hopefully Knuckles, but... Blaze is here instead. I had something else I was going to say as a preface, and I cannot fucking remember. What? But yeah, for all I know, this is going to just be that there's no, like, point stuff. It's just there is a... every time you do a run, maybe you get a story. They may have done it that style. That would be appreciated. You know, there's a couple other events. I don't know if they have stories that Revival did as an original thing. I know there's a Vocal World thing. But alas, I do not know. Missed that. Oh, we're tangled, that's why I'm running weird. Oh, what? It skipped it. But yeah, I think I also said I should have definitely done this on New Year's Eve, and I flat out didn't check if it was an option. Triangle. The premise of this story, I can't tell if it reminds me more of the spring one or the Halloween one. Probably the Halloween one. Oh. So Blaze was making Eggman last longer. Oh, we're in Blaze territory anyway. It's gonna switch, but not like that. Look at this. Alright. I missed the invincibility. Could you tell? Oop. I wish there was a way to, like, minimize lag. I've done everything I can, aside from not recording. And I'm not gonna not record, especially because this is going to be one straight recording if we have time to do Vivid Stasis afterwards, which this isn't going to take 3 hours. Usually Sonic Runners takes 1 hour, right? Unless I, like, get lost in the saw. Whew. That was smooth? Kinda? However, it's also Thursday, and I don't really like streaming on Thursdays anymore. I didn't mean to do that, but... Did I do that? I didn't do that. Never mind. There we go. What? Go, Tangle, go. Seriously, game? There was nothing... I mean, I could have fixed that, but that was, like, completely out of the flow of the level. More story? No more story. Okay, let me do this while it's here. Dig! You have one option, and it is big. Bigger dig. All this music is from Lost World. That shouldn't be really surprising. There's a lot of Lost World aesthetic in this game. Wow, one magnet, thanks. The laser. Just another gem on that. No, we'll just do wisps. Wisp it. Wisp it for the biscuit. I'll close you, because maybe that will help. Not fully, but having it up, probably not. I feel like my computer is just gonna start running like heavier suddenly. Hello. I think I wasn't lying. I think I remember one time while I was streaming, my computer just full-on shut down, and the reason was it was trying to do a Windows update mid-stream. I just noticed the candy cane. It's got a Santa hat. Santa Claus. Ah. I wanted to make sure I got the red ring. Maybe I shouldn't, like, prioritize red rings. They're a little bit abundant. Oh, no. Back to speed. Don't have time to switch. Not losing speed. Oh, come on. On the low route, and it's awful. Please. It really emulates that Sonic move. I was thinking about it because, like, that's especially something that Dimps likes to carry over. It's more subtle in, like, Sonic 3, which it incorporates well into the level otherwise. There's a lot of points where, like, two routes will meet together rather than there being just, like, two entirely different levels. And Dimps was the one that really, like, after Advance 1, which sort of did the same, kind of deviated from that. Especially Rush. Rush is like, there's always two different things. But then, like, Sonic Mania kind of followed in those footsteps, and specifically pulls the rug under us with Flying Battery 2. Like, your instinct is going to be, okay, just like every other level so far. Splat. We want to go up here. You do not want to go up in Flying Battery. That makes it a 6-minute long level based on Wing Fortress in Act 2. Damn. It's only like on your first time 2 minutes long if you go to the bottom room. Actually, 2 minutes long might be closer to like a good time. I wish technology wasn't cursed, you know? Wow. There we go. A long-lasting magnet. I see myself in another screen's reflection. I was just like, was that a cat? I mean, yes, but not what I meant. Not what I thought. Thought it might have been a cat in the reflection. If Crystal comes and joins us, I actually have my camera set up. So I could just turn it on. And there'll be a little cat cam on the screen. He has not chosen to do that. Which is weird because she was just like sitting in that spot for like the past hour of me getting ready for stuff. That was more like a half hour. I can already smell the sweet scent of victory. Yeah, my victory. Wait, what's that over there? Huh? Where? Ah, gotcha. Hey, get back here, that's cheating. Hey, there's something in the sky. Trying to use my own tricks against me? Bold move. What? No, I'm serious. Yeah, I'll take a look when I reach the finish line. Ugh, whatever. Seriously though, what is that? It's red. And are those gifts? Wait, could it be? Oh man, they're gonna canonize Santa. What's going on here? Classic Knuckles quote. Oh, I miss Sonic Adventure 2. It's been like 2 weeks since I've played it. Still haven't finished reinstalling it after trying to fix my data. Would anyone like to be my kitty guest? Kitty co-host. Oh! Recruit someone to be my co-host on stream. The thing, what is it? The catch is that, I need to turn them into a cat. Did I swap? I swapped, that's why I got confused. What is a wolf but a longer cat? You know? Could I? It sounds like they're busy running in through the house. Unable to sit still. I mean, like, Iggy is literally in the next room. It is nap time for him, he's just not here. And I have no idea what Crystal's up to right now. Always crying. She knows it's stream time, and she's like, okay, so she's probably gonna close the door. And I didn't close the door, because I'm home alone at the moment. So I don't have anyone to bother. So the cats are free to come and go, but So I guess the routine has been set. Get over here, Eggman. Why am I blazed now? I didn't mean to do that. I need to position my... Saying I need to position my pen better, and I start tapping power-ups. Wah! Cats are longer in body. I was meaning both in like snoot. They have longer faces. Unless they're pugs. But then, unless they're Persians. What is human domestication but shortening a snoot? What? My mind is all over the place right now. Yet I'm persisting. Whack! Shield. Yeah, I agree greatly. Like, even to the point where, like, I would have a classic style pug that doesn't actually does have a nose over any other one. I'd rather than be able to breathe. I personally am a fan of breathing as someone who often has a stuffy nose. I'm glad there's original music for this. They didn't have to do that because sometimes they didn't do that. Sometimes the events, especially when there was no story to them, just had reused music, such as Palm Tree Panic in Sonic Birthday Event. Oh god, again. I need to recognize that level design and switch to Blaze when I can. I think every other unique stage in this game is accompanied by a story. The spring one, the summer one, which I really hope there's a chance to show that at some point. Even if it's like, I finish doing the full game, which I might not by that point, actually, and we come back to it, and it's... I have to do a special post-story stream. I think I kind of thought that might have to happen in the first place. I think the desert one is gonna be around February. Oh boy. Notably, this started December 23rd. So, like, right before Christmas. And it ends this Sunday, which is why I'm like, okay, I have to do this now, and I'm not gonna have... If I'm going to do Guitar Man tomorrow, and there are upwards of 3 social plans that might happen Saturday. I don't know what Sunday looks like. I should probably do it today. Hooray! Deep in the snowy forest. We should be meeting up soon here. The bus should be here any minute now. Actually, there's a 4th one on the table now. What do you think they're doing, Omochao? Huh? Omochao? Oh no, did he get lost? What's this? A little rodent stuck into my bag of gifts. What? Eggman! Not tonight, Fox Boy. On this merry of days, I am one and only Santa Claus. delivering gifts and good cheer to each and every animal. I believe that. What are you really up to? Must you be so cynical? Even I wouldn't set up one of my most brilliant schemes during Christmas. Yeah? Why are you handing out gifts dressed up as Santa? What do you get out of it? Well, my boy, sometimes even rotten eggs like me have a heart of grow 3 times larger. That sounded like... Omo Chow! That sounded like a regular Chow, actually. Oh no, boss! He's onto your plan to switch out all the presents with coal! Chewbot, you loose-lipped lackey! Tails, you sly fox! Evil never rests. Now, I'll show you what's happening when you get in my way. I'll roast you over the fire and cook you for a Christmas dinner, like a chestnut, or something. Oh my gosh, I haven't done like a Sonic stream since I've done this. But... remember when what was it? That was Friday? A Friday? Little Friday? Oh my god, time. What was January 2nd? It was a Friday. Okay, I did a stream Friday. I did a little Vivid Stasis stream on Friday, and then we raided Totomo. I did a PowerPoint presentation during that party, the PowerPoint party, where I created a brand new character. Well, I should put just like hang out on stream, frankly, for the rest of these. Named Professor Umeboshi. They are a Hero Chaos Chow. They are the leading Chow researcher in Chow history and physiology. And I gave an entire rundown of Chow growth and history, including Chaos and the Ancients. And it was really fun. Yeah, Professor Pickle Plum, who works with Professor Pickle from Sonic Unleashed. I actually, like, there was a point where I have now headcanoned that at some point after Frontiers, probably spearheaded by Tails, there was a little small expedition back there that involved the known the most prominent researcher on the second Great Civilization, so let's get into the first one, and this Chow. Which is also based on the fact that there was a Tails tube where Tails went to Spagonia University to see Professor Victoria, who I believe who's rumored to be Maria's younger sister. We don't have any confirmation on that. Maybe we do, I don't fucking know. There hasn't been a game to. And she was not interested because Orbot came in and just kind of like explain things in the least scientific way possible. And she was like, okay, I'm done with this fight. But we have friends. Professor Pickle was there the whole time. He knew all of the Gaia events. He probably believes Sonic and Tails' adventure. So that's like something I'm going to have to remember I made. Professor Umeboshi hasn't met Chaos, but would love to. Big fan, huge fan. Knuckles tells her that Chaos is still around. I think Sega should prove that. Hey Sega, you ever notice, you've never listened to me before and I've said this several times, how Chaos' moveset would be like exactly like the Werehog? You should do something with that. Oh god. I've been in a flow state so far. You know. Magnet! Oh. It's fascinating when you do things in character, though, because it's like, okay, so I'm a denizen of this world that, while very well informed about stuff, was not on any of Sonic's adventures. Has only just maybe recently met Sonic. So, what do I know? Which is, I mean, I guess if there is anyone who knows Sonic stuff, who can figure that out, it might be me. But, like, I had to decide, have I met Knuckles? I'm talking about the Guardian of Angel Island. Do they know what an Angel Island is? Do they know what that monster in Station Square was in Great Central City? How do I present this in a way that will make sense? So I also had to be like, yes, it was a presentation for Tomo and Friends, but I also established that Tomo also established this, that they already know stuff about Chao, because they could identify what type of Chao Umeboshi was, which makes sense because I included art of Tomo with a Chao. Wow. Break the walls. I'm very uncomfortable here. No! Angle! Oh my gosh, tripping the entire way down? What the hell? I'm supposed to just roll. Wah! There. Oh, okay. I was expecting it to spring a second time, so... What? I was gonna use Cyan Laser. I guess I'm glad I didn't. Shit. I saved it! I guess that's the best way to save yourself if you, are being tossed haphazardly into a segment that is not of your type, and you're about to do that. Use a Wisp, especially before you lose your life that you're on the last one. Tomo! Yeah, I got Blaze and I got Tangle, but she's in a Christmas outfit. I was just telling everyone about the PowerPoint I did as Professor Umeboshi. Okay, there's no more story after there. I need to do another. Very important. Crunch. Oh, roast you. I already said that. Eggman's going to eat Tails apparently. Umabo. And also how, like, I have to remind myself that, like, any headcanons that I established during that is something I made up. Like the whole thing where Pickle and Umeboshi went on an expedition to Starfall Islands after Frontiers. It just makes sense. Like, Professor Pickle was there during the entire Gaia Crisis. Mabo! Not to be confused with Mambo. What? We still don't know. We simply can't know if Jesus was a child. I thought it was pretty good, making the decision there to be like, I have no idea what Jesus is. Oh god, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh god, I clicked the wrong thing again. Okay. That was a safe part to click the wrong thing. I kept clicking OBS by accident. Yeah. Oh my god. Help. Please, save me. Cube! Cube wasn't... Was Cube in Forces? That would mean Cube was in 3 games. I'm still utterly baffled by the fact that they, for Sonic Cross World Racing, the 3 wisps they went for were Laser and Drill, and then Void, which has the same effects as Asteroid, except is from a Nega Wisp, which don't exist anymore. Unless something's gone horribly wrong with the Hyper Go-On. Ah! Are there any? I don't think there's any other that are just shapes too. So Cube is the interesting one there. Let's go over wisps. There's Cyan Laser, Yellow Drill, Indigo Asteroid, which was not in colors, it was in Lost World. Wah! Red Burst. Orange Rocket. Magenta Spike? I think it was specifically Magenta. Green Hover. Ah! Boink. Ah! Purple. Purple Frenzy and Violet Void, which are the 2 Nega Wisps. It's so good. I love how Reach for the Stars has sort of become like Sonic's anthem in more modern times. It's a pretty good one. It's also cross-referenced in One Way Dream. Referenced. Leitmotifed. Oh, I need to do a Colors DS stream at some point. I love it when the leitmotifs. Where were we? Ivory Lightning, Grey Quake. Those are Lost World exclusives. I think it was Magenta Rhythm and Pink Spike. Blech. Yeah. The Wii and the DS ones are both very good. I like how the story translates in the DS version better because there's less of this, there's sort of a thing in the Colors Wii version that, and Ultimate, where Sonic and Tails are sort of like butting heads a little bit, and it's like kind of playful, but it lays the seeds for like the silliness in Lost World. And it feels like it makes a little more sense how they're on the same page in the DS version. Also, there's so many other characters that cameo in the DS version. And one of my favorite lines today, where there is a Chow that Cubot and Orbot are mistaking for a Wisp, and Sonic says, "These two robots can't even tell the difference between a Chow and an alien," which is an incredibly loaded statement now. I think overall, the level design is an interesting case where like they're probably about equal, but we might be a little bit better. But then I think you have more of the rush sensibility in the DS one, plus you have special stages and the Nega Wisp Mother. But the Nega Wisp armor battle is definitely better in Wii. Sonic was like the first to find that news though, so I can imagine he'd like think back on it and be like, can. What did they know that I didn't? Then again, Sonic may have not even realized that was the implication with the aliens. The ancients, I should say. I broke the music, hell yeah. It is so silly. I love it. I spend so much time understanding it in ways that others do not care to. But then again, that's a more modern thing that's like... You have purposely put this into the world. The two writers for Frontiers. I know Ian Flynn was like the side writer to the one Japanese dev on that. Did you remember these three things from like these other games from 2008 and 2010 respectively? But also, like, Sonic Colors DS is not considered, like, the canon one. Ascending up in the mountains. Yo, Nux. Any sign of Tails? Nothing yet. What I'm most worried about is... Whoa, Knuckles! Look up at the sky! So now you've noticed. I've been trying to tell you. Sonic, Knuckles! Omochao! Tails is in danger. Eggman's planning something big. Up on the mountaintop. Chow Chow! Run away, run away! The Arctic Chow are in danger. Sonic, you have to do something. Leave it to us, Omochao. We'll rescue Tails and the others. Arctic Chow triggers asteroid effect after a certain combo. Make sure you unlock in the premium roulette. Thanks. You know what? I haven't checked yet. You know the fun part about the Sonic Bible, as quoted by EDG at the start, is that Sonic 1 is sacrilegious to the Sonic Bible. I haven't collected these at all, I've just been going for it. Yeti. The bonus score when combos are performed to boost by the following number of points. Neat. Okay. Go Noom. I'll see you later. Another thing that is sacrilegious to the Sonic Bible, if you consider Sonic 1 to be the Sonic Bible, which, like, there's no reason, honestly, like, there's such a good basis for the world building there. There's no reason not to. Sonic 06. It's incompatible with the original game. I refuse to let you retcon the original game, even if I don't prefer it to most others. Where's the Yeti? Load. Do not let a game that retcons itself retcon the original. Wait, no, seriously, where is it? Why can't I find it? Am I blind? There you are. Okay. Now we have both of these. I'm going to put Blaze in the lead. Actually, we're gonna do a premium roulette. I'm hoping there's only like 2 more. Neat. You didn't get anything particular. I could do one more. The Sega Genesis. I was just talking about Sonic 1. Okay. I was still hoping for Knuckles. Let's boogie. I'm expecting 2 more and we get to the climax of this story. Again, it doesn't tell the amount that you need. Oh, this Yeti is large. Let's remember Mario Kart. What a niche game. I hear they got featured on AGDQ the other day, finally. Long time coming, really. I have watched almost no AGDQ. I'm trying not to watch multiple streams at a time, but I am getting back into the, like, mind space where I can. But also, Twitch really hates it if you do more than 2. Sometimes there's more than 2 people on. Which is wild. How many people would be streaming at a time? Okay. Tangle time. I think I should put the Yeti in the second slot, if it's this big. We lost the Yeti. Oh, it's back. It's still funny to me that, they went with Zeddy, and then on the Lost Hex, they established that there are creatures called Yetis. Yay! Yeah, I have a Yeti now. Farewell! Why is that set up like that? It is in the middle of a power section. What do you want me to do there? So I had a starting soon for about 7 minutes, right? There's definitely enough time for like 2 more of these runs. And then I'm almost positive that for Vivid Stasis, it's going to be a popover real quick, just to wrap up the chapter. But that may sound weird compared to how I've been treating the game so far. Just know that there's probably going to be Vivid Stasis streams for like, oh boy, probably at least 2 more weeks. I think if I approach it efficiently, it will only need to be about 2 more weeks of probably fuller stream time than the hour. Wah! Ugh! I should have used... No, I actually shouldn't have used... Well, the laser would have continued elsewise there. Thinking what songs I would do for a karaoke stream. What if I topped off Rhythm Game Month with a karaoke stream? That's like the ultimate rhythm game. Singing a song. Ah! Wait a minute! I wasn't flying type! Really, the safest combination to do for something like this would be power and flying, because you can at least emulate speed with flying, and power has so many other uses. The thing about doing a karaoke stream is, first of all, you need an audience. Second of, and like, for that end, like, what if I just had some requests within reason? Could I possibly be so prepared? I mean, I guess I would limit it... Oh my god, I forgot. I guess I would limit it to requests to be, Sonic songs. Which would mean I should prepare very few Sonic songs. like otherwise. Oh, forgot about that. There you go. Because I could probably pull most Sonic songs out. No! Okay. But then I would probably also get requests for, like, Sonic Heroes and Fist Bump. I'm just like, but... I actually don't know the lyrics to Fist Bump, like, at all. The last time I interfaced with Fist Bump that closely, it was specifically to replace the lyrics with Live and Learn. The fun part, secret fun part about, like, oh god, I went to click the drill, and I hit OBS instead. The fun part about Crush 40 songs is that I have no fucking clue what Johnny Gioli is saying at any given point. I only know those lyrics because I heard someone else sing them. Story? Hell yeah. Heh, didn't even break a sweat. But where is everyone? Look over there. What are those guys doing? Yeti! I guess that's how they speak. Heave ho, heave ho. Looks like those Yeti are bringing the presents into the cave. That's a lot of them. Stay on guard. Yeti! Decorate me! Those Yeti are decorating that large Christmas Yeti with all those presents. Uh-oh. Those brats are gonna ruin my decorations? Well, when I'm done putting fishing touches on my nails, they'll be sorry. Yeti triggers a laser effect after certain combos. Make sure to unlock in the premium roulette. Oh boy, okay, Christmas Yeti, we have that. They brought Girl back. The Zeddy whose personality type is Girl, Xena. She's actually more, a little more, nuanced in the Japanese version. But I didn't, like, take those translations to heart. Yippee! What a pull! I mean, like, the Zeddy are in this game otherwise. There's an event where Zaz is all out for revenge, and literally every single one of them shows up in that. So any like assumption that maybe they're dead that you get out of Lost World, they aren't. And actually, Lost World 3D makes that pretty clear. So it's the better game, so it's the more canon game. Ain't that just the way? Me when I like Knuckles Chaotix more than Sonic Heroes. Me when I like Sonic 1 more than Sonic 06. Me when I like literally every game in the series more than Sonic 06. Why are you trying to... Literally, Sonic Rivals is right there. Why are you trying to focus on that one? Say as if, like... I'm not getting into this again. I've already ranted about this, like, 4 episodes ago. True. True. But should I do my mashup version, where the lyrics are Eye of the Tiger instead? Should I do the Generations version? Ah, come on. Ah, come on. That was a really close spring. You're not allowed to do that. Oh, did I? Oh, Ooh, could be the classic Sonic Generations version. And I just sing that actually to Endless Mine instead. I have such silly ideas whenever I try to think of stuff like this. I thought we were just gonna deal with Eggman, and then it would be over. Like, we've added an entire other layer to this. I might have to extend this episode. And also not do Vivid Stasis today. I'm having fun. So there's that. Stop it. They only put Zazz in Crossworld, right? Zeddy. Yes, his name is Zeddy. Zavok and Zazz. They brought Zazz back for that. Zazz has been in the most games after Zavok, except Forces was not Zavok, but he was in Team Sonic Racing. You can. Maybe. I was literally thinking, like, huh, what Japanese songs would I even consider? I definitely don't know the lyrics to Uma Musume songs. Even if a couple of them have been stuck in my head. I would need to make an Uma variant of my model. That I would be making a unique variant of my model anyway. A unique model, actually. Probably. I never use the drill anymore. Never remember to. The beeping! Every combo, you get a combo. Come on. At the summit? What's going on with all those Yeti? We should check this out. In the cave. Is that Xena? Ugh, what are these style nobodies doing here? Can you lead me to my interior design skills? Me and my interior design skills alone? Interior design? This looks like a Yeti factory in here. The Yeti listen to their leader, and if he wants presents, they'll bring him presents. I just so happen to have their leader under my little spell to gather all of the animals' presents to me. Listen, boys, the sooner I collect all of these presents, the sooner Santa's going to give me what I want. Santa, what are you talking about? The guy in red with the mustache. You know him. He said if I gather all these presents, he'll make sure all the cosmetics go to me. Red guy in a mustache? Oh, brother. Sonic, you leave Xena to me. Go find Tails. Got it, bud. Tails is on my way. Tails, I'm on my way. You remind me of the Batgirl and her jewels. Now hey, don't be rude to Rouge like that. Now hand over those presents and you'll have to go through me. Challenge accepted. I'll crush you without chipping a nail. You know what's impressive? Knuckles knew Xena's name. Knuckles has never met Xena before, but he paid attention. Cause Sonic, go find Tails, I'll handle Xena. It should be Knuckles' icon here. I certainly forgot her name. Several times. I also forgot Zomon and Zor and Zik. I really, for a moment there, by moment I mean a spell, before we did the Lost World stream, and a little bit afterwards, I could only remember Zavok and Zaz. There's only 6, right? There's every 6. Bow, 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 bow. Wow. So now I'm trying to think of the logistics of how did Professor Umeboshi get this information from Knuckles? Maybe Knuckles just does not threaten to throw Chao off of his island. I say as if, like, that Tails Tube is canon at all. They literally had an entire race course on Angel Island in Sandopolis. That they not only... I mean... Anachronisms be damned in Cross-World, at least was established to be a thing in Team Sonic Racing. However, that was also a time when I was still convinced that Angel Island was on the ground. So I don't know. It's not like if you can warp to space on a whim, a Planet Wisp, it really matters if you can go to a floating island or not. They might as well put race courses on the Lost Hex. And like honestly, if they're gonna like, I'm completely separate. I'm just thinking about how the Starfall Islands, there's a very like truncated, mashed up version of it in Cross-World, which is neat. That there's like literally classic style, classic Sonic representation, even though it is very modern classic Sonic. But the problem is, all of the badniks from the game are still there. Like the bosses that only work because they have captured the unique giant... The Maximals! I'm gonna call them Maximals. You have Minimals, which are small animals, and you have Maximals, which are unusually large Minimals. Like, bigger than big Minimals. Big cat, I mean. It's a good one. Oop. And they didn't even put Trip in the game. Like, you put... I understand, like, there's, like... easily hand-waveable stuff about, like, Wolfhog Sonic being, like, a hand-waveable thing. I just said hand-waveable. Being a thing that could just, like, happen again. Chip being the thing that can just, like, show up. He can just, like, project himself out of the core of the Earth, hang out with his friends. For occasion, why not? So, like, you're already doing other stuff, though, like, that's kind of weird on the time-wise. Why not just put Trip in there? Why not put Trip, Mighty, and Ray in there, in their classic designs? You don't even need to, like, update them. Just... I know deep down they want to put Classic Sonic as a separate racer. They want you to be able to play with 3 different Sonics. They might as well put Boom Sonic in there if they wanted to think about Boom at all. I don't want to think about Boom. I wouldn't care if they put Sticks in there. It's Crossworlds. Ichiban's there. Several characters I'm not even going to mention because I don't want to think about are there. Mega Man's there. Pac-Man's there. That's the good shit. Knights is there, but, like, Knights is always there. If you look, if you believe. Ai is there, but, like, I tried to convince everyone that Super Monkey Ball just takes place in special stages. Miku's there, but Miku's universal. I'm out of red rings! I've made a mistake. We have to be really good now. Bing. Please? No? I don't think I collected the stuff. I did. Okay, so we're out of rings. That's upsetting. Alright, let's try and resolve this. Bow, 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 bow. What was I saying before I got befuddled by a lack of rings? What? That was interesting. Uma songs? Nope, those after that. You know? Sabino. Egg? God. How do I keep doing that? I keep hitting OBS. I guess I just need to make this go further down. There we go. Oh, I'm out of control. Wow. That was a weird jump. Another weird jump. This is consistent. Ooh. I was talking about Crossworld, right? And how they should just put Trip, Ray, and Mighty in there, in their classic designs, right? Probably, actually, they would put Fang first. It would probably be Trip and Fang. Make put Sticks, because it's Crossworlds. They are putting Tangle and Whisper. Are they already in? Or is that February? I don't know. I've missed like 2 chances to get Crossworld on sale for a lofty $50-ish. Mostly because I didn't have $50 on it. Turns out even like a good price can be more than the amount of money you have. There we go. Outrageous. I just realized that Tangle's tail is wrapped in tinsel. Tangle's tinsel. You know what I should really actually look into, especially if I'm going to redo Forces? I should probably actually read the entirety of the Forces arc in the IDW comics, which I believe is what started them. Whee! Oh, come on. I don't have enough. I only had one. 5,000 peanuts. Here we go, at the cave. Puff puff. Ooh, you annoying brat. You won't get away with this. Once I tell Santa what you've done, I'm sure he'll put you on his naughty list. Give it up, Xena. Return all these presents to their rightful owners. Not on your life. I want my presents, and I want them now. You've been tricked by Eggman. Trust me, it happens. I'm used to it. Ugh, tricked? What about my makeup? My mani-pedi? That rotten egg better be sorry. I gotta reach Sonic and stop this Santa from causing any more trouble. Meanwhile, at the summit. Tails! Sonic, you made it! Well, 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 if it isn't the hedgehog who stole Christmas. Nice reference. Twice. If anyone's stealing Christmas, it's you. What are you doing with Xena? Oh, so you've seen my little scheme. I steal all the presents from the animals in Silent Forest, and give them back with the classic gifts to disappoint them. Coals! Coal? I mean, yes, coals. Coals? Coal. Going out of your way to switch the present instead of just stealing them and run away? That's low even for you, Egghead. What can I say? I'm in a generous mood. Orbot, Cubot, make sure you give Sonic some extra presents to play with. Presents? But they're all in the cave. It means badniks, you dolt. Release the bots. Look out, Sonic. Hooray. So is Xena on our side now? Oh, I keep meaning to do this. It should be here because it's... There we go. Buddy one. One buddy. One buddy once told me. We can have one redo. I'm gonna try not to go too far past, release the bots. Don't let Sonic and the others get away. Past an hour and a half of gameplay. Doon, doon. Does it, like, not show up that I'm streaming on Discord? I know that Discord absolutely hates my connection with Twitch, because it did at one point just, like, erase me from any, like, StreamCord stuff that people had set up for everybody. There should be, like, 2 of those that I am regularly... Like, I just don't show up. It just randomly stopped at one point. And it's not like a standing thing on either end, it's just like the connection fucked up, and here we are. Maybe it's a privacy setting thing? I don't know. I thought for a second that, like, this was also preventing me from using server emotes, but the reality is that just, like, people don't set up server emotes, and probably don't know how to be shared via Twitch subscription. Until recently, Nelly did set that up, so that worked for me. So, that's not the case. Just for, like, a moment, I had several servers I was in where subscription emotes were enabled, and then suddenly everyone else... I guess every VTuber doesn't do it. Or know it's a thing. But I did try to tell someone that, like, this was a thing they could do, and they pretty much... what's the word? They concluded that I was just thinking about Nitro. They decided that was their conclusion. Like, no. I mean... it does do the same effect, but... it's not Discord you have to give your money to make it work every time. Custom move. Give me your presents, I can. And also your gifts. Feels like it's a power segment. There it is, okay. Oh, I should have switched on Indigo there. That would have been good. Do that just for safety. I believe that was a running segment. Speed segment. Jump. You know, so like there was this huge era where Sega just kind of didn't want to let anybody be playable except for Sonic. Aside from like side things like mobile games. Like if you wanted other characters that weren't Sonic, here you go. So much so that we are giving you double the Sonic. Again. Against your will. I think that's like sort of changed recently, but we haven't had a new modern game since Frontiers that was a platformer, you know? Like we had Superstars, the whole thing about that is there are 5 characters you can play as co-op. There you go. And then another story came out, and that was featuring Tails, Knuckles, and Amy as being playable. And it arguably Sage in some segments. And since then we've had The Murder of Sonic, which is very character-driven. We've had Dream Team, which I think not only has 6 characters, but they've added a 7th. I think they added Shadow. And now Crossworlds, which has almost all of the, like, reoccurring cast. Like, they omitted the Chaotix, other than Vector, like, twice in previous racing games. Even though Espio's right there. I guess Charmed. So it at least, like, even if it's, like, a little bit misplaced sometimes, it does seem like they've established that, like, yeah, people like these other characters, they want to play as these other characters. So much so that, like, the main part of... Actually, no, Shadow Generations is the thing, and that didn't feature Sonic in that version, that specific campaign at all. Except for a battle. No, it's a cutscene. So again, that's playing as a character that isn't Sonic, even though it came with 2 playable Sonics in a remaster. I don't know, I want to know where they're going with that, because Shadow is awesome, but so is everyone else. And Shadow plays fairly uniquely. That is pretty well established. Knuckles and Tails also... Amy has, like, some weird stuff going that's, like, very Data in Frontiers, but Knuckles especially is, like, that feels exactly like how he would play. You got nothing on us, Eggnog? Just how many times must you ruin my creations? Can an evil genius just reap the benefits of his hard work for once? Stealing from others isn't the way to do it, Eggman. Guys, I made it. Knuckles, I see you handled the Yeti situation. Yeti incident? Wait, did he say incident? Okay. So I see you defeated Xena. Well, I'm Yeti to finish my work here. So be gone with you all. Jolly old Saint Robotnik will be taking those presents by force. Eggman, Xena's not happy about you being tricked. You better say sorry for what's about to happen. Oh, is that so? Well, watch as I take all these presents to their rightful owner, me. Not on my watch, you don't. Won't. How dare you trick me? It's not nice to make empty promises to a lady. Robots, you listen to me now. That's right, the Deadly Six have control over all machinery. Oh, well yes, you're right. You're so right. This is all just a misunderstanding. I'm sure a woman as smart as yourself would understand. Smart won't cut it. I was promised my makeup. Wham bam boom. Don't think I haven't forgotten our scuffle earlier, Redhead. I'll be back to finish you off later. Xena did it. Now we need to return the presents to their rightful owner. You don't need to tell me twice. Change into Santa Sonic costume. I got this covered. Little buddy, you can be my helper. Tails changes into Elf Tails costume. Roger that. And Knuckles, you can be our trusty reindeer. Knuckles changes into reindeer costume. I'll take it. Now let's go. I feel like those are, like, stage direction notes that somehow got into the actual text. It's almost midnight. Happy holidays, everyone. Special thanks from Sonic Runners Revival Team. Hooray! That's it. It's over. There's no more story. Pretty sure. It's done. It's the last thing we got. Indigo asteroids. So many of them. Beautiful. Lovely.